Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. It's time for day 2 of my countdown to Saleabration 2022 feature this week. Now, today I am all about the islands, man. It is miserable and cold here in Southern Ontario, wet and just dreary, and I am vibing the islands. Now, we are in another Omicron COVID mess here, so there's no traveling happening in this family anytime soon. So I have to pretend, I have to channel the warmth while I can. And so today I am featuring the Island Vibes stamp set from the Saleabration brochure. And I'm going to show you, we're going to make a project and I'm going to show you some other ideas to get you in the sort of tropical frame of mind. Are you down with that? Now let me just pull up my video here on my iPad so I can see comments and see who's joining. Who is here? All right, we've got Joyce and Regis. Who else is joining me? If you're here, just give me a hello so that I know that you're here. And we are going to get right to it, okay? So as I said, we're going to make one card. I'm going to show you some more samples. And I'm hoping that this video will maybe give you some ideas for a stamp set that when you first kind of see it, it's got 3 stamps in and you kind of go, really? But it's a pretty cool set. So let's get to it. Oh, there you all are. Hi, June. Hi, Judith. Louise, Huda. Welcome, everyone. All right. Now, if I sound like I'm out of breath, it's because I literally just came in and ran down here from barbecuing ribs. So yes, I know it's December 29th, and I know it's cold and dreary and miserable here, but my husband was craving ribs. So being the good wife who happens to be on vacation this week, yes, I just finished barbecuing ribs. They are in the oven keeping warm until he gets home from work. And so literally I finished 5 minutes before I had to start my video. So there I am. All right. Oh, we've got Julie. Hello, hello. All right. We are going, oh, hi, Gail. We are going to flip the camera and get right to it. I think barbecuing ribs is kind of appropriate for this sort of island vibe we got going on today. Anyway, let's flip and we'll get going here. All right, we're a little saggy. We'll just move that up. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, Louise, there is enough there for you and probably the whole neighborhood. When I make ribs, I make a lot because my guys love them. Hey, Zara, hello. How are you? Happy New Year. All right, so we are all about, as I mentioned, island vibes. So when you look at this set, it is the very first one in the Saleabration brochure. And I will admit, when I looked at this, I went, really? 3 stamps? Now, these are quite large stamps, okay? This one is awesome. Love the texture. They're all distinctive stamps. So you get this awesome shading with just one layer of ink. All right. So I'm going to show you the project we're going to make. We're going to get to it and then I'll show you some other samples. So the one we're going to make, I posted this just about an hour ago, kind of channeling a little bit of a pop art vibe here. And super simple. I love this pineapple stamp. It just makes me happy. Now, we have quite a few sort of tropical themed products that coordinate really well with this stamp set. So for me, this set is a really great supplemental set to sort of expand the options for other tropical project or products that you may have. So we have a set called In the Tropics. I think it's called In the Tropics. I can't remember. Tropical something. It's the one, Timeless Tropical. There it is. It has a smaller pineapple in it. But this one is quite large and it is going to be my focal image on my card. So to start, I have 3 stitched rectangles that I've cut using the Stitched Rectangles dies. I've cut them from basic white cardstock. And we are going to go bright and bold today with Mango Melody, Magenta Madness, and Granny Apple Green. So I'm actually going to stamp my my magenta pineapple first. It's right in the middle, and that way I can get my other 2 sort of lined up where I want them, because I kind of want them all the same height. So there is number 1. Isn't that a great image? Oh, love it. All right, let's get that out of the way, and then we're going to clean that stamp because we do not want our magenta in our Mango Melody. That would not be good. Hey Tracy, how are you? Hope you are well. All right, let's do a little Mango Melody. Now I just re-inked this pad, so This may not go well with distinctive stamps. You kind of want a dry pad, but my mango is so dry that I had to do something, like it wouldn't stamp. So we're gonna hope that we don't get too splotchy blotchy an image here. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. See how the outline is a little bit dark? That's all right. I can live with that. So just word to the wise, when you are using distinctive stamps, you want your ink pad to be on the dry side. Okay, now if you have super juicy ink pads, you can massage your pads with a spoon and press some of that ink down into the pad. That will help. The other option is to ink your stamp using a sponge dauber. That works really well too. All right, last color here is our Granny Apple Green. Yes, Lee, they are quite large, these stamps. And that's why, like, at first I kind of went, oh, really? 3 stamps? But they are large stamps. So you're getting your money's worth, which, well, they're free, right? They're free Saleabration stamps. And as I said, they really work well with other products that we have. I'll show you some samples in a few minutes that use other products that these coordinate with. Okay, so there's my 3 pineapples. Aren't they fun? Love it. All right, so I have here a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. It is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I actually, if you look at my sample, my card front actually covers the entire card. Often I will leave a border, but I kind of like the fact that the background went right to the edge of my card base. Now I could have certainly used a Misty Moonlight card base instead of the white, but I kind of like when you open it, you get the white with the rainbow. So I kind of like that look, which is why I did what I did. Now here, this is a little bit of another Saleabration item. It is the Sunshine and Rainbows DSP, and this is fast becoming my favorite. I love this stuff. I used it for a swap that I participated in recently, and I actually had a whole bunch of strips like this left. So I just pulled one out. I thought, okay, we're gonna make a card using this strip. Here we go. And this is what you get. So this is 2 inches by 5.5. So it goes the full width of my card. And I'm going to glue it on about 1/2 inch up from the bottom edge. Okay. So we're going to add just a little bit of Tombow here. And we're going to pop this on. Let's get this straight. There we go. Okay, now you want to make sure before you glue your rectangles on that you get them placed exactly where you want them, because you don't have a lot of room for error. These cover a lot of real estate. So what I did is I actually went 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom and about 1/8 of an inch in from the sides, and that will allow me to space my pieces. Okay, now these are all going to get popped as soon as I find a whole sheet of dimensionals. There we go. Well, not many left, but I think I have enough to get through this project. I have been going through dimensionals like it's nobody's business. Doing all these swaps, I had, well, there was 3 sets of 21 that I had to get made. So it was a lot of dimensionals. Lots of popping happening. So I just feel like I've gone through so many packs in the last couple of weeks. All right, I'm gonna do the 2 outside ones and then add my middle one last. That'll just allow me to get it centered. And again, your grid paper is your best friend for this, right? Because you can kind of measure your 1/4 inch up from the bottom, and 1/2 square is, whoop, that does not look good. Oh no, it's okay. All right, I was worried there for a second. All right, last one. We're gonna pop this guy on in the middle. Oh, I know, Tracy, back to school next week. Nobody really knows what's happening. Yeah. Who knows? I'm just trying to enjoy every last minute of Christmas break because it's a long haul to March break. I gotta tell you. That's assuming they're going to give us a March break and not switch to April again this year. All right, this guy is wonky. Do not like where he's sitting. So here we go. Here's my little tip for fixing your pieces that you get on and you're not happy with. You take your spatula end of your take your pick and you just kind of massage the adhesive apart. And then you can reposition it. Now this is easier to do if you've just used some seal. With the dimensionals is a little bit harder because they're a little bit stickier. But as you can see, I didn't destroy my project. And I can fix my crooked panel here. There we go. Much better. All right, there is our card front. We are going to go ahead and glue it onto our card base. So this is a piece of thick basic white cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold this in half along our score line. And then we're going to glue this down. Now I am going to put a piece of darker something. I'm going to grab my Stamp and Pierce mat because I am really bad at seeing white on white. So I have to always add something dark behind my white layers to make sure that I am getting it lined up properly. Gotta love being 50 plus. Well, actually, I'm 50. I'm not plus. I just turned 50 in June. I guess I'm actually on the downside of 50 because my half birthday was Christmas. There we go. I guess I am 50 plus. Yikes. There are perks though to being this old because you get prioritized for vaccinations. That's what I said to my husband when we got our boosters. We were quite happy to be over 50 that particular day. All right, now this is another new product. Actually, there's 2 new products here. So these dies are called Amazing Thanks. And again, they are in the upcoming mini. They're awesome because we have a shadow die and then we have a detailed die cut that layers over top. Now the other new product are these really cool mother of pearl sheets. Now I'm going to be featuring these in my live launch party next Tuesday. So you'll see them a much larger piece. But I cut this from it and you can see it's got this real, excuse me, shimmer and shine. Take a little bit of water there. And I just love the look of them, okay? So I put some adhesive sheets on the back. So we're going to very gently peel those off. Now you do want to be careful when you're working with these delicate die cuts, right? When you're pulling the backing off, you don't want to yank it and bend it all out of shape. And then it's just a matter of very carefully and patiently lining this up and centering it. Isn't that fun? Oh, love it. All right, so that is just going to go right across the front of my card, right across the tops of my pineapples there. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue to glue it on. I certainly could have added adhesive sheets to the back of the shadow layer as well, but I just figured this isn't too hard to add liquid glue to, and we certainly don't need a ton. All right, Tracy. Oh, you just turned 50 in April. Okay, I'm glad you're doing all right. It is a good thing. I hope you got your booster already. I am very happy to be boosted if we are heading back in person. Of course, we don't yet know whether we're heading back in person. Sooner or later this week, they'll make that announcement. But right now, I'm just thankful that I am boosted so that if we do go back, my risk is a little bit lower. All right, so once we let that dry, this is just another strip of that awesome DSP. I cut it to 1/2 inch by 5.5. So it's gonna go right across the bottom edge of my card base on the inside, just to add a little pop of color. So we're gonna pop that inside. Here we go, white on white again. We're gonna hope that that's fairly lined up. And then our last little touch on the inside, we're going to stamp a sentiment. This is from another Saleabration item called Special Moments. Now this is a level 2 item. So it's free with a $120 order. And look at all the sentiments. There's 21 sentiment stamps in this set. It is so awesome. I can't stop using it. It's basically got a sentiment for every season except for Christmas, but I'm not making Christmas cards anymore. I am over that. So this one says, "Where would I be without a friend like you?" I love that sentiment. I've used it so much. I have lots of friends that I could say that to. So, and there we go. That is our finished fun. Oh, good. You got your booster. All right, Tracy, that's great. Yes, I got boosted as well on the 16th of December. So my husband and I were really lucky. There was a pop-up clinic in our neighborhood and we got in there. All right, so there is our finished cards. Now let me show you some more samples with this set. So this one I posted earlier this morning. There's that awesome pineapple. I fussy cut it out, and I actually applied the ink with a dauber on this one. So I used just jade and some So Saffron on the bottom, and then I added some highlight and some extra color with some watercolor pencils, just to kind of fill in, because you can see the difference in the image. All the white space I colored in on this card. Use some more Saleabration products. So we've got some more of that Sunshine and Rainbows DSP, and we've got some Simply Marvelous DSP as well. So now this one also uses this awesome foliage stamp. Love this stamp. So that's what I used on that one. Posted this one this morning as well. So this is where we get this cross coordination with other products. So there's my foliage stamp in the background. Okay, we've got the Simply Marvelous DSP both inside my shaker and as my card front. And then I've used these gold elements from the Paradise Palms bundle, which is coming in the new mini. Absolutely love that bundle, and I think this border stamp or border die is going to be one of my new faves. I just love it. So I just wanted something sunshiny. This reminds me of a pool and the beach. Oh, how nice would it be to be on a beach right now? Here's another one. So this one I used our little potted palm, this guy here, and incorporated some of the DSP called Artfully Layered, I think it's called. It's in my right here. What's it called? Artfully Composed. Haven't got all the names down yet. But it also coordinates really well with the Island Vibes stamp set. These little die cuts are this is from the Paradise Palms, and this one is from the Tropical Dies that has been around for quite a while, actually. So again, lots of cross coordination with other products in both the annual and the mini. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one is a swap card I just received in the mail, literally like an hour and a half before I went live. This one came, and I really love the simplicity of it. I love the pineapple in the background. There's another awesome stamp from the Special Moments stamp set. And then just a really fun blends background, just colored with Stampin' Blends. So much fun. So there you go. There's some ideas for the Island Vibes stamp set. Don't be thrown off or deterred by the fact that it's 3 stamps. They are 3 large stamps, okay? There's the foliage stamp. I'll pull that out so you can see it's quite large. Okay. And of course our pineapple and our little potted palm. All right. Okay, everybody, that's it for me today. I got to go up and put some side dishes on for the ribs. I just heard my husband come home, so he's going to be hungry. And I will be live again tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm featuring some DSP, some fabulous DSP from the Saleabration brochure. All right, so I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, 5 o'clock right here for another episode of Countdown to Saleabration 2022. Bye for now.